High-level users, you must use CSS on your high-level websites. I'm going to show you 3 easy tips and tricks to make beautiful websites with CSS. The last one has a super easy code, so stay tuned and let's create something awesome. My name is Alt and you're going to learn something today. When it comes to high-level and CSS and making things look a bit prettier or adding an animation, it becomes a bit hard. The only real bits of animation you can add is to certain buttons, but when you, for example, want to spread the color out on a specific text area, it becomes a bit of a pain. There's a couple of easy ways to do it, and I'm going to show you how. And I'm going to show you real easy ways to add animations as well. So the first thing, for example, is if I want to add this text headline in here, and I want to add it starting in blue and adding in red. So the most easiest way to do it is simply ask AI to help you. So what I've done is I've just gone to Claude. I've just said, help me with some CSS code. I want the colors to start on one side with blue, go over to red on the other side. And I also talk about the CSS class identification here called main heading. So all I do is I come up to custom CSS, I add that little code in there, I click save, and then when I come to this main part in here, at the main heading, I'll come to advanced, and I'm going to add the class that I talked about to it, main heading. And you'll see now, once I do it, it kind of disappears. So that means it's working. So all it says main heading comes up to main heading in here. It's just the way CSS is coded. You can use the CSS selector, but kind of like to do this, so anytime I use a heading, I can just go with the same color theme. So once we save that, this is kind of what it comes up to. So as you can see, it looks a lot better. You can change and play with the colors. You can start at one side, add more. There's a great little tool called Color Space. Now, if you go look at Color Space, you can quite easily select a color in here. Let's say we want to start with green and we want to end with blue. You can tell it what direction it goes to, generates it, will show you a background color how it is, and we'll also add that in there in the color codes for you. So you can simply use this in the code in here instead of, it's the hex color codes. Instead of just this and this, just simply add it in like it says in here. Great little easy way to add a little bit more color to go hit high level codes. And what you can do, there's just a blank page in here, but let's say I want to add that class to anything else. I can just add it in by coming in. For example, if I have this text in here, and I want to add it in, I can just go in here and add the class to it. Nice, easy way, adds a bit of color to your website, makes it look a little bit different. Right, off to the next one. Now, when it comes to animations, there's quite a few animations that CSS can do. So the easiest way to go through them and have a look is with a plugin. The plugin is called CSS Pro. It's just a Chrome plugin that you install. So I'll show you how that works and how you can use that as well. So I'm just going to copy the CSS class here, which is what it uses. It's going to reload my website, and then I'm going to take the plugin and I have it in here. I put the class in, and then select the animation. And you can see over there on the side, it's kind of what it does. So, for example, the swing one. So, now how to get that animation over to your website? Well, a bit of a complicated code in here for the WebKit. You don't want to use all that. So, easiest way, we're just going to ask AI again. So, here I've come. Ask Claude that I have a CSS class called Rocking. I just want to write the CSS code for that class. I did. I copy that. Go back in here. custom CSS classes, and I add it in here, second bit. So now all I have to do is add that in called rocking. Oh, sorry, not the dot, just the name. It adds it automatically. As you can see, it just does that automatically by itself. Still do the same in here. If I want this one to start rocking, obviously does not work. Advanced rocking. There we go. So that's an easy way to set it up with CSS and the extension. Now I'm going to show you a real easy way to just go through your whole website and add it with a simplified code. So a couple of common problems with CSS is once you enable it, as soon as the websites load, all the CSS will load. So let's say you have a website where you want to scroll down and you want, as you're scrolling down, each animation to start happening with the top bottom rocking. So there's a really good solution for it. The solution also works so great. Add the animations into Go High Level so easy. Almost think it's worthy for Go High Level to just include this in their website developing or website wizard tool. So let's have a look at it. So first thing you do, and I'll show you how to get to this at the end, is I'm going to add a custom text element in here. So it's just in here, it's a custom code. I go in, add this very specific code in here. And all it is enables JavaScript's wow. So don't have to overthink about it too much. It just means that the CSS will load as you're scrolling through the page. I'll show you how great that works at the end and how it just looks a lot better. Not my code, and I'll give credit to the person that made this code soon after this. So what we do is we're going to use a website called Animate CSS that works with this code. And all it is very similar to the plugin, but it has all your animations on the side. So let's say you want it to fade into the left, fade into the right. It's got all in here. So those are the actual names of the animations. So let's see how this works. So back entrances, for example, fade down, fade in. So many to do. So let's say you're scrolling down and you have a column with a left and right column. What you can do is make one column fade in left, one column fade in right. So this is important. You need to get the spelling right and the capitalization right. Capital I, capital L. So what we do, fade in left, so we're going to do the left column. I'm going to copy this one. So for example, let's say you want to scroll down. You want this whole column to come and fade in from the left. So go to advanced, easy. I'm going to add the wow element, it will only load at a specific time. I'm going to add the CSS animation element. Make sure there's no spaces in there. Have that in there. Let's go to this one. So same thing. I want this one to fade in from the right. Copy that. Come back here. Go wow. Add that. Add that. Right. Let's save. Let's give it a couple of seconds to load. Alright, let's see if that works. So when I roll out the website, see, boom, comes in here. It's going to reload again because it didn't start from the top. Let's say you're visiting the website, you're going to scroll down, and as you're scrolling down, the animation works from side to side. So let's go add a couple of other little examples, and you can just see, just create some more of an interactive website, a bit more animation. So we're going to add the same ones in here. So you can just go in, select the column, add the wow, go back to the animator. So this one, it's like look for cool flippy one. I'm going to use a flip on the x-axis. You want to play around with it, make it all look in sequence and look nice and pretty, and just add random things like I do in here, just for the demonstration, show you how easy it works if you have it signed up. So many cool animations in here. Add that one. There's a couple of other cool ones that I saw earlier. The whole rotation and rotate out. There's the zoom in, zoom out, slide down, slide up. So the sliding is really good as well. So if you're loading the page, slide down the bottom. Let's have a try at this one. Bounce in, bounce down. Try to bounce down. So come in here. I want to have this. Wow. And bounce down. So all you can do is just come through here. You'll soon start realizing which ones are good, which ones is maybe too much. Here's another one that I quite liked. Now, rolling left and rolling down left and roll down right. So don't push the copy because it's going to copy some extra code for you. You actually have to highlight it and copy in it. So, oops. Add this. Add the wow. Add the left. Add this. Add the wow down. Y down right. I'm just going to add this. You'll see. See what it looks like then end. So, save that. See if that loads. Alright, let's see in here. Let's make sure I'm scroll to the top of the page, hit the reload button. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to look all a bit funky all over the show, but you can really make a good looking site if you just spend some time thinking about the animations and how it should come down as you scroll down. Left and right, lots of little jiggles down there, splash down, coming to the side. So you kind of get the idea. CSS just adds a good amount of flair to it. So, really go through your website and you can add all these good little elements to it. You can add all those things to buttons, you can add it to pictures, you can add it to anything that has a CSS frame to it. And it's easy to give the class a name in here and add it to it. You don't even have to bother with the custom CSS. The code here does everything for you. At the top, links up to the JavaScript. Right. So, I did not create the code. Let me show you how to get to it. It's from a group called Go HighLevel Freaks. Thanks, and CSS. So I've searched for quite a fair bit of YouTubing in regards to CSS and Go HighLevel and what works the best. You can go through the first and second step, it just takes a lot of time. I would just stick with this. This is quite nice and easy, goes in good. Use the first step if you want to animate or add some good coloring to your text, just makes it look pretty. But I'll show you this website. This is the main site, or the main YouTube video that I found. How to animate high-level funnels and websites for free. It's from HighLevel Freaks. Go check that out. The code is theirs, his. He created it. It's free to download to get here. I'm not going to give it away. Give credit to the person that has thought about this. I really wanted to go in here. It's just a quick register, you get the code. But that's how you use it for Go HighLevel. Nice, free, and easy way. I hope you learned something today. I hope you had some fun. I hope you can implement all this. Still really working. This is almost a year-old video. Still works really good on a high level. Use it, like it, subscribe to the channel, and I thank you for your time.